States are running out of options. We are running out of missiles. When we run out of interceptor missiles and we have no defense, we're going to start losing aircraft carriers. We're going to start losing destroyers. We're going to start losing more service members in the region. All of our bases have been rendered inoperable, but we still have people there that are shuttered, hiding under bunkers. And when there's no more defense, when the THAADs and the Patriots and all systems are down, it is open season, and Iran will have the absolute upper hand in this. And when you consider that, the United States, Israel, won't have any options left. It's like going into a gunfight with not enough ammunition, but your opponent still has bullets. Well, now you got to either retreat and run away, or you got to start throwing grenades. So in this gunfight, Trump ain't going to retreat, so we're going to start throwing grenades. And so the only option we have in that is the tactical nuke. And here's what I'll say. Last week, off the coast of California, the United States fired full capable, one of its Minuteman III Doomsday ICBMs, nuclear-equipped intercontinental ballistic missile from California to the Marshall Islands. Fired it, tested it, and made a big deal about it. Simultaneously, this aircraft that you saw that took off recently, that is the 4 Echo Doomsday plane. But what's also another critical component in that aircraft is what really concerns me is the Echo 4 Charlie Night Watch plane. That plane is the command and control component to where if there's nuclear war and if strategic targets are hit, this aircraft through AI with pre-programmed targets can then execute the mission, call it like a dead switch, but it's in a plane. So we not only have this giant nuclear capable 4 Echo Doomsday plane, we also have the 4 Charlie Night Watch, which is the complementary command and control aircraft with that bomb-loaded aircraft. So that's what's really concerning. We have not just taken the cover off the old car in the garage. We've filled it up with gas. We've started it up to run. And now that's all that's left is to drive away. And I feel that this administration, especially under the influence of Netanyahu, will utilize a tactical nuclear bomb in the coming days. I fear that greatly, and I think it will happen.
It's almost impossible to believe that we're having this conversation and placing us in such uncharted waters since the end of World War II, at least. But what would the geopolitical implications be to the use of a nuclear weapon against Iran? Pakistan is next door, it's nuclear armed. Iran is allied with both Russia and China, both supremely armed with nuclear weapons. This is not likely to go unanswered. I postulated earlier, because I have a source that told me it, that in those circumstances, Russia would take Iran under its nuclear umbrella. I have no source in China that has opined, but from Russian sources, knowing the importance and significance of this, the taking of Iran under the nuclear umbrella of the Russian Federation might very well happen. And then we really could be on the brink of World War III, couldn't we?
Well, I think if you look at the pretenses and the theatrical trailer to World War I, World War I didn't just everybody got together and boom, Prince Ferdinand was assassinated and World War I started. All of the frictions, the tectonic plates and friction and pressure was already present. That's what's happening. The tectonic plates are hitting, the pressure is building, and one slip brings us into World War III. And I think this will be that slip. And I think when you look at already the alliances in the region, yes, Russia will bring Iran under its nuclear umbrella, as anyone would expect that they would. To think that they wouldn't is just being ignorant. But then you also have Pakistan already involved in now new nuclear agreements or mutual agreements with Saudi Arabia. You obviously have China in the mix that will start to build alliances in the region, and these alliances will start to form. We'll see the Entente, like we did in World War I, and the Axis. So what's really frightening is the way it looks right now is that axis, the bad guys, the axis of evil in this is the United States and Israel. Well, the Entente is going to be China, Russia, Iran, potentially other nations that in the Gulf Coast that I think will side with that power dynamic, because we are not a good partner, and we are led by a honestly an irrational psycho in the White House. So people are starting to see the tea leaves here, and the United States is not invincible. And I am a patriot, and of course I don't want to see the United States be defeated militarily, and of course I don't want to see American servicemen and Americans die. But I'm also a realist who has been in war for 25 years. And I know that you can wish in one hand and defecate in the other and see which fills up first. And this administration is just wishing, and it is a bad, bad strategy. And it's frightening, because I can see anyone that takes a hard look at this with an unbiased, objective look can see what's going to happen. And we are on the wrong side of it. And I think looking at the U.S. commander of Central Command, a 4-star general, Navy Admiral Brad Cooper, recently asked for a third carrier strike group. So now we've got the USS Bush. That's ironic, right? We're taking the USS Bush into the fight in the Persian Gulf. So now we're going to have the Bush, the Ford, and the Lincoln. And we have no other aircraft carrier to cover down. So the one that's sitting at port in Newport News, Virginia, isn't even ready. It's not even finished yet. And we're shipping it out to cover the Caribbean and part of the Indo-PACOM. We are in a bad situation. And it is because this administration took us into a war that we were not prepared for, that we shouldn't be fighting anyway. And that if you look at it, I am a just war theorist. I think that if you're going to go to war and you're going to start killing people and you're going to start putting blood, treasure, and assets and put the world in flame, that you should be doing it justly. And in just war theory, it should always be a last resort. There should be a just cause. There should be valid authority. There should be a probable solution or a probability of success. It should be, and that's because this administration dragged us into it, and it's shameful.
Finally, and I'm grateful for your time as always, sir. The markets open in the morning.